When it comes to building trust, likability, and credibility, videos are hugely important. Just about anyone would rather watch a video rather than read an article or a blog, just because it's more interactive and it's more engaging. The problem is that sometimes doctors have no idea where to start. You're a practice owner and you just can feel totally overwhelmed when it comes to recording videos and how to go about it. So I'm here to share with you 3 things to make it easy for you to record videos. It's these 3 things. One is to have the right environment, to have the right gear, and the right message. The first step is to make sure that you have the right environment. Let's start with lighting. So you want to make sure that you have a good light source coming from the front and not lighting coming from behind, like in front of a window, because what happens is you create this silhouette effect, and you definitely don't want that. Also, you want to consider your background. For example, for this video, I had a picture behind me, but it had words on it, and it can take away, can detract from the message that the speaker is trying to convey, because there's all these things to read and the mind goes there. So you don't want that. You don't want to have background clutter. That includes maybe shelves with things. Obviously, I have a couple. So a little's fine, a little bit of contrast to offset that. However, you don't want too much stuff to where the brain goes, oh, they want to look at the speaker. Point number 2 is to make sure you have the right gear. So you need to mic it up. If you can notice here, I've got a little lapel mic here. It goes a long way to having good, clear audio. You can also use a directional mic, because if you can't hear the person that's speaking, then it's hard to watch. Second thing is you want to make sure you have a tripod for a very steady shot. Last thing you want is the thing moving all over the place. You want a nice steady shot. They even have handheld things that automatically adjust if you want to get really, really cute with it. But a simple tripod is nice and easy. The third thing is you want to have a good camera for recording videos. But the good news is most cell phones have great video quality. As a matter of fact, this one is a 2-year-old cell phone that I'm recording this on, and the image is great. In addition to having the right environment and the right gear, you want to make sure that you have the right message. Keep it simple, okay? So when it comes to video testimonials, for example, you want to make sure that you capture the changed life. So you want to capture the before, what their life was like before. Get into that stuff, right? Like, what was your life like? What could you not do? What was it like in a day in your, how much discomfort or things you couldn't do, right? And then, what is it like now? What are you set free to do? What kind of freedom do you have? What kind of things can you do now that you couldn't do before? The quality of life. So you're capturing that before and after for the video testimonials. And then for doctor videos, you want to start, really I would focus on like an office intro. So like kind of a who you are and what you do video. That's a good one to do. And then I would start, as far as your content goes, do one of these at a time, but tackle the commonly asked questions. So if it's, how does posture affect my alignment? Or how does, alignment affect my health, right? What is a subluxation, right? These are all different videos that you can do. Just break them up, your commonly asked questions. So an intro video from the doctors sharing who you are and what you do, and then go through your commonly asked questions one by one on those videos. And the whole thing too is keep your videos short. They're not meant to be long. They're meant to be between 1 and 3 minutes. Just a nice, quick, little, concise thing. And you can always go in further detail in person as people create those conversations or they call into the office. So if you do these 3 things right, you have the right environment, you have the right gear, and you have the right message, you will be 90% of the way there for having some fantastic videos that will help you to connect with more new patients.